Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, Miss Ernie. My name is Alifia Fadilah, and my student ID is 44241538, Faculty of Communication and Language, Communication Science Study Program. Um, Here, I will present the result of my PowerPoint presentation. I have chosen the theme of the simple present tense. What is the simple present tense? Simple present tense is a form of tenses used to express events that occur regularly, routinely, or commonly done in the present. What does present mean? Present in the simple present tense means now. Then simple means simple and tense in the form of the verb according to the time period used. Structure of simple present tense. First, affirmative. The structure is subject plus verb one plus object. The example is Andra plays football. This second, negative. The structure is subject plus don't or doesn't plus verb one plus object. The example is Andra doesn't play football. Third, interrogative. The structure is do or does plus subject plus verb one plus object plus question mark. The example is does Andra play football? Fourth is question word. Uh, the structure is what or anything else plus do or does plus subject plus verb one plus object plus question mark. The example is what does Andra plays? Five, interrogative negative. The structure is don't or doesn't plus subject plus verb one plus object plus question mark. The example is doesn't Andra plays football? Function of simple present tense. First, expressing emotion or feelings. The first function of simple present tense is to express expression or feelings. Therefore, when we want to express expression and feelings through sentence, we can use simple present tense sentence. Example, I hate you. Second, giving instruction or comment. Secondly, simple present tense sentence function to the express comments or instruction. We often see a comment in or instruction in a simple present tense sentence. The example is put the glass on the table. Third, the scheduled event. The function of the simple present tense sentence is to express an event that will be held in the near future. Example, he celebrates a birthday party. Fourth is general truth. General truth is simple present tense or sentence also have the function of expressing a truth that exists around us. The example is uh, rabbit eats vegetables. And five, repeated action. The last function of the simple present tense sentence is to show activities or action carried out in everyday life. The example is I go to campus every day. Next, simple special cases in simple present tense. Uh, First person singular. First person is the first person point of view, in this case, referring to the speaker or writer. In the first person singular, the pronoun used is I if oneself in the subject, using me or my or mine if the oneself is the object, and indicating ownership. For example, the subject is my name is Alifia. I live in East Jakarta. First person plural. The pronouns used for first person plural are we if as a subject, us if as an object, and our or ours if indicating ownership. However, us and our or ours both have the meaning of we and us. So, to know which one to use, you must know the context of the sentence first. The example is, we are from Depok City, or look, that person is stares at us. Second person. Second person is the point of view of the second person or someone we are talking at the time. The pronoun used in the second person singular is you if as a subject, your and or yours if to show ownership. Just like we or our or ours, you or your or yours also has the meaning of you singular or you guys plural. The way to find out is by understanding the context of what being discussed. Uh, the example is, you are the best student in this class, or do you know her name? Third person singular. The pronouns used in the third person singular are he or she or it. The situation that occurs is when we talk about someone who is not present among us. The example is, Annie speaks English fluently, or Robbie loves her. Third person plural. The pronouns used the third person plural are they or them or their. The situation that occurs is when talking about more than one person who are not present among us. The example is, they are a famous family in the city, or some of them are from Bekasi. Next. What are the characteristics of simple present tense sentence? One, using verb in the basic form or familiar irregular verbs. The example, I play soccer every weekend. Two, using auxiliary verbs, namely do or does, for verbal sentence in negative and interrogative forms. The example, she doesn't eat meat, or do you like chocolate? 3. In the present tense, uh, there are usually adverbs of time such as always, usually, frequently, often, seldom, rarely, never, every day or every month or every week or every year. And the example is, I always drink coffee in the morning. And thank you for the attention. Um, Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.